quiet life. That was the whole idea in my mind when I had decided to live on this valley. Sipping my morning coffee while I feel a cool breeze on my skin, or watching the light games on the lake created by sun while I enjoy my dinner. Serenity. You may think, what one might ask more from life? One morning, after 9 years away from the civilization, that is exactly the question that drove me to the roads. What do I really want? Why did I wait until this time? What is not enough for me now? As I move between the high mountains, dozens of different questions passing through my mind. After all, do I have the courage to return to the town I was born in? How can I forget Belmont, the sweet mountain town where I have spent all my childhood and youth? I remember the special pumpkin dessert which my mother made every Sunday. Belmont was famous with its pumpkin, and pumpkins grown here would be very big and juicy. But no one could make a pumpkin dessert quite like my mother. I remember that my father often took me to the woods with him. I was watching him with admiration on how strong he was while cutting the trees. He was the most powerful father of the world. Later, when he did not notice me, I used to sneak out to explore the forest. The forest was so big and lively. It feels like there were treasures and mysteries waiting to be found at every corner. But I should still be careful, though, because my father said that if I go into the forest too deep, the horrible monsters would eat me. I feel like my feet get heavy at each step, doubts rising in my mind. Am I doing the right thing? Whereas I didn't hesitate when I go out to roads with excitement on this morning, turning my head slowly over my shoulder to look at the valley which has been a home for me for a long time. No, I cannot go back now. can't be. It's a warg. It must have made all these caves in its nests. It seems to be unconscious, but can't see me. That was close. In one of my journeys I made to the woods, I had found something that maybe changed my whole life. Something even more beautiful than the brightest of treasures. A girl, rushing through the trees with her green hair and cheerful voice that reflects all of nature's vitality. She had not noticed me, and she was chasing a squirrel. She was almost my age, but she did not look like any girl I'd seen in the town before. When I saw her, I was thrilled for a reason I could not understand at that moment. I did not remember my heart beating so fast even when I was afraid. I'd held my breath and secretly watched her for a while. She caught the squirrel she was chasing and took it into her hands. She seemed very happy while she gently caressed the cute squirrel. Gathering my courage, I approached her slowly, saying, hello, as if words did not want to come out of my mouth. When she turned to look at me with a surprised expression, I said with great difficulty, my name is Will. For a while, she kept her eyes on me with her big bead eyes. Then she smiled and said her name, Suna. As she was talking, it felt like I was traveling through another dimension. Even though I can hear her, I could not understand what she said. Then suddenly she holds my hand and put the squirrel on her lap. She asked, "Look here, isn't it cute?" My heart was about to stop. This time I could only nod my head. During the following weeks and months, I was using every opportunity when my father was not looking, slipping into the woods and looking for her, and for whatever reason, we always managed to find each other. Together, we'd lie down on the grass, climb trees, swim with fishes in the lake, and sometimes we'd just lean back against the rocks and watch the ocean. I was so happy every moment I was with her. I did not even know where she lived. When I tried to ask her, she just continued to smile meaningfully. I remember this column that rose menacingly from the sea. I was just a kid and was out of Belmont for the first time. I wonder when I saw the glowing eyes of the dragon which wrapped around the column tightly. I cried and ran to my mom. My father told me it was from a terrible era which was ruled by monsters thousands of years ago. I would not want to live in such an age. This mountain road will take me straight to Belmont. When we watched the ocean together, she's full of eyes and silent. I asked her the reason. She looked at me distantly and replied, "I'm afraid." She has brought so much joy to my life, and seeing her like that breaks my heart. To cheer her up, I said, "Let's go watch the gazelles." The seasons were chasing each other. The Belmont town was growing more each day. Of course, I was too. Suna was still the same, as young and stunningly beautiful as the day I first saw her. The past years have never changed our friendship. Every time she saw me, she smiled with the same warmth, and I felt the same excitement every day I saw the beating eyes of hers shining with life.